Yeah, October 22nd. Yeah, because I know y'all are very concerned now and wish y'all had all left me alone, but it's really too late because I am pissed all the fucking way off. Because, so basically, if any one of y'all out there who stood against me and tried to stop me from protecting my child, see, because these are going to be parts of the component of my lawsuits. You understand? So I want you to understand all of your actions that y'all did when y'all stood against me for me simply trying to protect my child from your pedophile men, huh? All of that's going to be part of lawsuits. You know why? Class action lawsuits. You know why? Because I'm fucking smart. And so, see, our government is very busy right now importing people from countries who are hostile, very hostile to black people, to their own black citizens that they have in their countries, and very hostile to black Americans when they come over here. So, in fact, the diversity that they're importing, it's not diversity. They're importing racism. They're importing people who are willing to come in and abuse black Americans in our communities as the white folks welcome them in to work in the white businesses, in the white communities, and be their servants and their worker bees, and basically to take the positions that black people used to have because they're angry. See, think about it. See, y'all don't pay attention to history. I do. Okay? Y'all foreigners don't pay attention to your own history. So how the fuck would you think you know American history? Any of you. When you don't even know yours. You don't even know, or you don't want to. You want to pretend and play. Let's pretend that blacks are not violated horribly and subject to all kinds of terrible racism, even worse than y'all are running away from in all of your countries, huh? And that slavery still is going on in some of those countries over there in Africa and in the Middle East, where the Arabs treat the Africans horribly because they have them and treat them like slaves, I would imagine. So basically, yeah, our class action lawsuit by black people. One of them, because there's going to be several. Oh, yeah. Our government is busy importing people who violate our civil rights and put us in danger. Our government is importing people from countries that are hostile to black Americans, abuse their own black people, and come here with racist ideologies that they are not in any way, there is no kind of effort to make them go through a legal process to learn the actual history of our country or anything. They dump them in our communities. They force them, demand that and try to gaslight us with semantics and rhetoric. But luckily, words are my business. I trained as an investigative journalist, and I'm very familiar with semantics and can perform a linguistic forensic analysis on anybody's speech pattern or on anybody's verbal bullshit or written bullshit. So miss me with that bullshit. They're importing racism. That's what they're doing. The diversity, that was a cute name for it. It's not diversity, Bill. We're going to import people from countries. We want to make sure we save the white folks, and we import folks from countries that, that they can come and work in our businesses. And do you notice all the wars that they fight, the behavior pattern is, let's go and rescue the white folks. They're in danger. And the wars that they participate in the Middle East or in South America or in Africa is all let's go and subjugate the black people and help keep the black people oppressed. They don't go in there to improve anything. They just go basically there to make sure whatever benefit they can get out of it and use black people. See, that's the thing. The policies that are being done, those are policies that benefit white America. They love to have advantage to get ahead. And they love to use black people or use black and brown countries, take from black and brown countries. Do you see them going into, for example, Ukraine and taking anything from Ukraine? No. The only one who did shit like that was Hitler. They did a world war to stop Hitler. When Hitler started to treat white European countries and enslave them and treat them like they were slaves, huh? And how everything he did to the Jews, they went to a whole world war to stop that. but they don't mind going all over the globe to do that and participate in that against black and brown countries. And then now import the well-trained, subjugated, beat into submission people who are beaten into submission so bad in their countries they don't even fight for their own countries. But then they come in and get very aggressive, vocal and demanding, fighting with Americans and fighting with black Americans. They be quick to run up on black Americans. They'll even lie on black Americans. They don't come and lie on white Americans and say white Americans did the crimes that they do. They always blame it on us black folks. So yeah, it's time for us to separate off because we absolutely need to protect our interests, our children, our communities, and the obligation for reparations has to be obligated now because they spending all this money to protect and participate in wars to protect white countries and to go into all kind of other countries and, add up all the money. TPS, temporary protected status, and we must pay for migrants, and we have obligations. Brainwashing. The white folks may feel they have obligation because they benefited off of all the benefits that came to this country for 400 years of slavery. And I want to see them say that if they didn't have 400 years of black slaves, this country wouldn't have collapsed. Huh? If they all had to do all of that work that they didn't want to do, and then now they want to import foreigners to do it because if they got to pay us full price and, we be treated on equal footing and get intergenerational wealth, they don't want us to get that. They want us to stay at the bottom and would rather import foreigners who they can promote above us, and give favor above us. And they throw them crumbs and they happy and some of them become business owners and it's all a scam. And guess the only thing that they bring to our communities, drugs. Yeah, that those very same foreigners make in their countries. So miss me with the bullshit that this is not abusing the black communities and putting us in danger and risk as they work with countries all across the globe that import drugs and import gangs and import people who have very limited education and have been taught intergenerational racism against their own black people and very happy to come and participate in it over here against our black people. And they don't even know their own history, but come in all of a sudden, according to what they're told by white folks and other people of their nationalities who want favor and benefits here, black people have no value. Then why were we held, and they had to have a war to set us free from 400 years of slavery? We had no value? We were lazy? Huh? Miss me with your stupid ass backwards bullshit. Or bred my people for 50, 60 years after that? Huh? Miss me with your bullshit. And none of y'all folks came over here who say it's so racist and this and that came over here to help free us, by the way, or fight any of the wars or battles to free us or to get any of the benefits we have while y'all come here now and take infrastructure from us, jobs and everything. And we're supposed to sit back and be okay with it as our schools and libraries close and we pay more money and get less services and get nothing out of it except we have an obligation to help everybody except the black people who are the descendants of the slaves. Miss me with the bullshit. All of you. See? Told you should have left me alone. Right, Chuckles? Happy now, man, McCheese?